Welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast with Mike Kincaid and Jake Goebel. Join them as they experience specialty coffee and document their journey. These friends explore roasts and roasting methods, brewing equipment and techniques, and review the cafes they visit along the way.
Thanks, Frioni, and thank you for joining us for episode 121 of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast, where Mike and I get into social media a little bit, let you behind the curtains with some of our coffee business that we've got going on. We take a look at some other coffee products that are out there and drop some coffee knowledge on you. This one was pretty fun. I hope you get through Mike's intro in the beginning. It's a little scary, but I'm here for you. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Welcome, everybody. Boys and girls, welcome to all. Wanted to thank you for joining us today for the final episode of Mike's Hour. This is the first and only and also last show where I do the entire thing by myself. So if you want to go ahead and turn it off, put on a different episode of the podcast, or listen to an entirely different podcast, right now. Because it's going to be more of that type of fumbling throughout the entire show. I'll wait.
I think they left.
Okay, they're gone. Let's talk freely. Good deal. We got rid of all the people that want something a little more entertaining. It was a good setup, right?
Actually, I was just waiting for that silent spot. I mean, by the time I had clicked record again, you were already talking, and I never got it.
I waited. I watched.
Yeah, but you weren't watching the right stuff.
Well, why not? You only need like a half a second.
All right. Well, that's easy for you to say.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee
Hello.
Podcast. I am Jake Goebel, and with me, as always, is Mike from Mike's Hour. Mike Kincaid from Mike's Hour. I don't know how many humans on the face of the planet could tolerate a whole hour of Mike Kincaid. I know I can't.
Nope.
So, anyways.
Maybe a half hour?
That sounds better.
Mike's Hour Part 1.
Bite-sized.
Mike's Hour Part 2.
Bite-sized
broken up
Mikey
for your listening fatigue.
Wow. Should I just cut all this out?
Cut it out. No, because we won't have anything else to fill the time. That's what I'm doing. I'm filling the time. You said we need filler.
No, I didn't say we need filler. I said we had plenty of stuff to talk about.
We never need filler when you're on, right?
No.
You fill everything.
So this is episode 121 of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. We have
uno. Is that
a YouTube channel as well, if you'd rather watch us and listen to us instead of just listen to us. We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter handle. We have an Instagram account. And we have a Snapchat account. I haven't been snapping and chapping much lately, but Twitter and Facebook and Instagram are on and cracking.
You know what else we have?
What else do we have?
That's still out there.
What do we have? Pinterest?
That said it was a recommended.
Oh, Vivo.
No, Vero.
Vero.
Yes, we have Vero.
Yeah, we're on Vero.
Too active, but I
haven't
share
been
some
doing
things.
too much.
Oh, I share.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
It's been a few weeks, though.
What else?
No, but there was a recommended Twitter account that my personal Twitter was recommended to follow.
Yeah, who was it?
Eva. It was Bean Battle.
Oh, Bean Battle.
You want to talk about failed ambitions or aspirations?
No, I don't. Thank you. I've got enough of them. I mean, I could fill an entire episode with failed ambitions.
You still have it out there.
Yeah, Battle of the Beans. It looks good. And there's one post coming soon.
Battle Beans. It was
20 followers. Not bad.
It's at 20 followers. Prescott Valley, Arizona.
So
the inaugural event in summer of 20. Maybe we should.
I want to say, no, there's no links on there. Nobody knows who that is.
I know, but it's still kind of sad.
Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I saw this. I said, look, somebody's doing what we wanted to do. And they're like, wait a minute.
Oh, that was us.
That was Jay.
Battle of the Beans Home Roasters competition. Yeah, good job, Jay.
Just like you. I think he bought all the domains and names. And
yes.
Got way
That's
out
what I
there.
do. That's what I do. Well, because you never know.
For those that don't know, at one point in time, beginning of 2017, we wanted to host a home roasting competition.
That's right.
We wanted to do it with Ghostly Roaster.
And there were like 6 people that wanted to compete.
Yeah, we had a few more, I think.
7 people that wanted to compete.
You have those that say, yes, I'll participate. And I think you need to like half that list immediately when time comes to actually put up some money.
Yeah.
Commit to the process.
No, those 6 were good. Those were the homies.
Yeah, we had 6 solid people.
They were 6 solids.
But we just had many things that didn't go our way. We were hoping we'd get a sponsor like Sweet Maria's or Cafe Imports or somebody.
We got no act to buy all of them.
We
instead.
wanted some custom artwork. We reached out to a few people.
We got no act.
We were just stonewalled.
Yeah, nobody responded, and we didn't have the time, money, energy, resources to put into it.
So we pulled the plug.
So we said it's not time for it right now.
Not time. Because it'd be a lot of work.
It would be a lot of work.
It'd be cool to do. And it's still something maybe one day we will
entertain.
entertain.
I may have let the domain name lapse.
That's okay.
I think I only bought a year.
Now it's probably worth double because somebody
I don't
bought
care.
it. So you'll buy
Enjoy.
it. Okay.
Enjoy. I'm buying it. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back.
It's just at that time, right? There was we couldn't find any like annual competition for home roasters, for small roasters. They have plenty of
Big roasters.
Yeah. You know, golden beans, golden beans,
yeah,
roasters.
There's the golden bean and the bean golden. Yeah, those are two of the big ones right off the top of my head. Yeah.
I can think of many, you know.
Good job.
Let me just throw two at you.
Yeah, let me throw two, the golden bean and the bean golden. Thanks, Mike. Way to come prepared to this episode.
This recording. That's not in the notes, but you mentioned Twitter, and I just thought, let's talk about this little sad
what about Facebook?
Element of our history.
Anything going on with Facebook?
Yeah, there's a lot going on with
Been
Facebook.
Killing it on Facebook.
You're all over the Facebook.
I am all over the Facebooks. Here's one of my problems, though. I've got two problems. One.
Just two. Just give us two.
Just
That's all we can take.
Just two on the Facebook. I've got two problems. One, when I jump on my phone and I want to comment as me, it makes me comment as Orange Cactus Coffee. So I can't like my own post because that looks weird. And then when I just want to answer one of the questions that's there, it wants me to answer as Orange Cactus Coffee. And I go in to change.
You got to switch it.
I go to switch it and it won't let me switch.
What?
So I reloaded the app, still not letting me switch from Orange Cactus Coffee to Jacob Goebel, which is me. Sorry.
Might be a setting.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
Yeah, they have the Facebook page app.
Yes.
Which helps.
Yes.
But it's also not very good.
Yeah, it's challenging. It is challenging.
There's no real good way.
I run like 7 of them. I think I've got, when I go to my Facebook page, I've got a bunch of them on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry.
7 different.
8.
You're admins on 7. You're an admin for 8 different pages.
8 pages, yeah.
There's your problem.
That's one of the problems that I have. So the second one is
start replying from the wrong page.
I have not yet done that. I have not done that yet. I have accidentally posted to the wrong Instagram account.
Oh, nice. Once. One time.
Because I'm an admin for a bunch of Instagram, which is interesting because I really don't spend a lot of time on Instagram.
So you can't access this little guy that gives you like and commenting.
Yes, I do that. I access that, liking and commenting as, and when I click my name, it won't let me be me.
Oh. It's like, nope.
It's like, nope.
You've been banned under the personal account.
Sorry, buddy.
What I do like is sometimes it will say commenting as, kind of in the little bubble.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Thanks for that, Facebook.
And then the second thing is we have 300 likes now on Facebook. We just got our 300th like, and Facebook wants us to celebrate. And as I was sitting there thinking to myself, I said, are we really serving 300 people as well as we could? Because I remember when we first started and we had 3 likes. We're on our way. Obviously, we're on our way. There's going to be a time when we're sitting down and we're talking, and we're going to have 30,000 likes. And I'm probably going to go back and take the sound bite and say, this is where we at. But we've passed 300, and they're called vanity metrics for a reason. Because I don't think they give you the full picture. So the temptation is to be like, man, look, we're doing great. Give me more likes, more friend requests, more shares, more clicks, more this, more that, more the other thing. But is it really a good gauge of how well you're serving people? Or is it just lost in the numbers?
That's a good question.
Are there 300 people out there that we are really doing a good job of serving, helping them to have a better coffee experiencing, fueling their day, encouraging them.
Are you asking me? Or
to delight and inspire others with the ceremony of coffee? I'm asking you.
Yeah, hypothetically.
I'm hypothetically.
I'm
hypothesizing.
Or are you directly asking me?
I'm asking the people.
Or is this a rhetorical question? Is the answer in the question? Well, I would say for us,
I don't think
because
so.
of how we approached all our social media platforms, we haven't really tried. I won't say that entirely. We did do a couple promotions, and we did do like the giveaway. We're like, hey, like, subscribe, do that. But
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
yeah, we're not big on that. We rather have people that actually want to like and follow us because they're interested in the content.
Yeah.
Not because they might win something and then they turn around and unsubscribe.
Unfriend you.
Or they just leave it because like, I'll hang on for 6 months.
Just give me the book.
I won the book. The least I can do is stay a follower for another few weeks.
Give me the book. I don't want to like anything you do.
So, I haven't yet, and I don't think you have, where you could send all your contacts. Hey, like us. Follow us.
I have not done that. Should we do that?
Well, to me, that would just...
Is that the next
That's
step?
a vanity metric.
Is that a vanity metric, or do you think that there are actually people out there who know us and like us? Because I was just reading an article, a book. I read. I do read.
Well, I read part of an article.
Okay, fair enough. I read a portion of a book, and it said this. There are friends that you know who would support you if they but knew that you we're roasting coffee. Yeah. We're doing whatever it is that you want to do.
Well, I think that's the other side of it. And you mentioned it a little bit in your DR last week about self-serving, right? When you wanted to announce that the ChainFruit was out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no, that's just a right hook. That's just benefiting me. I'm just saying, hey, look at me. Look what I've got. Buy what I've got.
Wait, you listened to the Daily Ristretto?
And that one I did. I know it was an accident. I couldn't change the podcast I was listening to ended, and then yours came on, and I was working out, and I couldn't change it. So I'm like, I got to listen. So I listened to the whole thing at one speed too. It was torturous.
I talk pretty fast.
You do pretty good, but this one you're a little slow because you're insecure about talking about the ChainFruit.
I was a little insecure
until
about
you
the
realized,
ChainFruit.
right? There were people out there that genuinely
Want to know. What's up with the ChainFruit, though?
You guys, you don't sell natties?
You don't do
offer any
natties? No natties? And then I was like, you know what? You need to put your insecurities to death and just sling it. Just get out there.
I think there's a difference between just announcing and informing and kind of just self-serving and selling.
Hey, everybody. Look at all the great stuff I'm doing over here.
It's me again.
Hi. No, you're right. And we had a vested interest because we had challenged ourselves to get the ChainFruit out by June 1st.
Yes.
So we owed the homies an
update.
An update.
Did we fail?
No,
we
succeed? No, we killed it. We succeeded.
We got I know, and we already got, what's his, Mike? He's like, hey, notice you guys got that posted. You hit your deadline.
You hit your deadline. Thank you. Who's that, Mike?
Yeah.
Is that Mike the Blue Cow?
That's Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
I said sometimes we surprise ourselves, Mike.
Yeah, and sometimes we fail ourselves more frequently than not.
No, I just got a picture of that. It's like, hey, I need you to draw me a picture of this. And we come back, and it's just a hot mess. Like, look, I'm done on time.
Nailed it.
You can't tell what it is.
Totally nailed it.
Sometimes that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Website's up. Product's there. But if you're looking on mobile, it might be a little funky.
Yeah. Look, if you're looking on mobile, it's bad.
Pro tip, turn your phone sideways.
Yeah. All the cool kids are having their phone sideways.
Turn your phone sideways. It looks a little better.
Terrible.
You might not see the page in question, though, depending on which route you take. If you go straight to the ChainFruit, you won't see it.
Oh, perfect.
If you want to browse all coffees and contemplate which one is for you,
then you'll see.
Then you might see the funkiness.
You want to read all the descriptors of all the coffees.
Like the landing page for all.
On that one.
It will get better.
Yeah.
It can only get better.
That's right. Can't get any worse.
It could stop working again.
Now, what else we could do? I was sitting here thinking to myself,
just like by yourself? The lights on, lights off?
Lights were on.
Half on, half off.
No, let me see. One light on, one light off, and half of a shade open.
Okay.
But
context is key.
There's a lot of trolls out there that just hate on you just to hate on you.
It's like picking on you.
And you just kind of know when you have a sufficient, and I don't know, momentum built up for your attention, that you'll get haters jumping out there and just hating on you.
Yeah.
And we have it every once in a while.
Or spam emails.
But only like one or two. Well, no, the spam emails, I don't know what's up with those. I get so many spam emails and spam calls. I have now dedicated myself to answering the phone like I did before with the Be Advised on Secured Line, Third Time, First Marines, Kilo Company, Corporate Global Speaking, how I direct your call.
Yeah.
Now, if it's no name, if I don't know who it is, that's what I do. And they just hang up, and then I block them. Anyways, so I get a lot of spam, but that's not what I want to talk about.
Idaho. They're always random places.
We had someone who told us to go F ourselves or something along those lines, right? On YouTube.
Is this going back a while?
Oh, yeah. You guys suck. That's what he said.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah, and I tried to engage in a conversation.
Perfect.
I forget what video. I left it.
It was good.
Yeah.
We don't get that many of those.
Yeah.
We actually get
What's
good
funny,
feedback.
It was in, I think if I remember correctly, it was in regards to a conversation or postings on Sweet Maria's videos.
Oh, I see.
And they thought we were trolling Sweet Maria's.
Oh,
they were coming to Sweet Maria's rescue.
Oh,
But soon after that, Sweet Maria's reached out to us and said, "Hey guys, thanks for
Captain Save Sweet Maria."
I'm like, no, actually, we love Sweet Maria's. I bought this roaster. We've bought many greens. What do you roast on? What have you bought from Sweet Maria's? No response.
Besides the fact that they know act us for the bean battle, but that's okay.
Yeah, we didn't get a response on an email.
Yeah, we didn't get a response from anyone. That's okay.
But they probably get a lot of garbage like we do.
Yeah. They're like, oh, these guys spamming us. They deleted it as spam.
So, I wouldn't hold that against them.
But we recently got a good comment.
What?
On one of our videos.
We did?
Yeah.
We get a few good comments.
Yeah, this one was about the Scott Rayo method.
We actually, 99% of the comments we get are awesome.
They're pretty good.
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
wondering, we need to work a little harder to build our audience a little more so we start getting some trolls on there.
Maybe.
I just realized I may have made a mistake there. Now everybody's going to jump on there. Fellas, there's no need. There's no need to.
Yeah, maybe. There's no need.
Just need to troll us.
Just be you.
Just be you. You do you.
No,
wow,
it's great.
That's significant. You want me to read that?
Yeah, go ahead and read it. I'm just going to point out one thing.
Yeah.
This word here actually is even. Oops.
Oh, okay.
I think, spelled correct. If you say uneven, it doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
That's all.
And who's this from? Oh, Elias. So Elias threw out a comment on our Scott Rayo video, and he summed it up. I mean, right? He just in one paragraph pretty much just killed the Scott Rayo method. It was just very succinct.
Yeah. We thought it was good because in case you just think we're fanboys, which
we are,
maybe we are,
no problem with that. I don't have a problem.
There are others that believe in this method, the single pour method, and he has a nice summary and detailed explanation of why certain things work.
Yeah,
so we'll share it with you.
Excellent. Saw this method in his channel last year and have applied ever since. Rayo also turned me to the plastic Hario, and it does indeed provide more benefits when brewing. Less wasted water preheating the ceramic, less chance of getting burned by touching it, travel-friendly, quicker cleaning since I don't like to pour cold water on the hot ceramic one, and don't like to waste drinkable water washing it. Also, all of Rayo's tips do have a reason, and they definitely work. The single pour allows for more thermal stability. The excavating in the wetting phase allows for quicker saturation of the grounds, which leads to a more even degassing. The scooping of the sides once the pour is finished avoids sticking to the wall, hence an even extraction of those grounds. And finally, the last spinning of the whole V60 allows for all grounds to even out, which in my case, I noticed always gives me a flat bed and in turn, a more even extraction. Thank you, Elias. Could not agree with you more. It's obviously not us. You know what I mean? It's not our method. It's not the Goebel method. It's not the OCC method. It's not Orange Cactus Coffee method. It's the Rayo method. These are people that, that are way better than us. So Elias and Scott are obviously way better at coffee than we are, but that doesn't mean that we can't be good when you follow those techniques. Same thing for you.
Exactly.
You can be good. You can be good. You can be good. You don't have to reinvent nothing.
And what else Elias is good at is summarizing our 5-minute and 30-second video in 8 sentences.
Yeah. Sweet.
So you want to save some time? Check out his comment.
Yeah.
So thanks. We appreciate that.
Check out his comment. Don't even watch the video.
Exactly. See below.
Save yourself 5 minutes.
I see those comments on longer videos or any video that say, hey, I'll save you guys some time, and they put like a time marker in their comment and it jumps right to that. It's like, it gets interesting at this point. You're welcome, and it just you click on it and it jumps half.
That's what we should do. I think Adam asked for us to do that for our videos or our audio. Be like, bro,
it'd be nice to do for all of it.
It'd be nice to do for all of it. I totally agree. Like each segment.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got, you only got so much time, right?
I can only do what I can do. And what I can't do, I can't do.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm trying to learn Japanese. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever.
We're getting there someday. So anyway, we appreciate all the comments. Please keep them coming. Things as comments, likes.
I've replied to every comment on our website.
Yes. I reply. There's some Well, most on YouTube I do as well. Some, there's not much to say in reply.
Yeah.
It's just a statement. I'll maybe say
just
thank
like
you.
it,
Yeah,
heart it.
I like and heart everyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they help us in the algorithm. Like if you think more people would enjoy the show or enjoy the content or learn from it, your comments, your feedback, your interactions, those all help us rise to the top.
Speaking of rising to the top,
Yeah.
what about your coffee knowledge rising to the top?
Oh, I got nothing.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, wait.
The coffee roasting in different cultures, Saudi
Yes.
Arabia.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of cool. This isn't too deep, but that's okay. Neither are we. So
Perfect. That's where I like to spend most of my time, kind of surfacey.
yeah, right. So one of the guys we follow, who I recommend you guys should follow. If you like coffee and you like seeing kind of
I do.
what people are doing in coffee.
I do.
Specifically in other countries, more specifically in a country called Saudi Arabia.
Heard of it?
Marty Pollack,
Yeah.
I think is how I'd say it, Pollack.
Marty Pollack.
He's somebody who followed for a while. He did an Instagram story that I replied to because he was showing like a roasting method that is very common for that region. And he made some notes in there about how they roast it for 20 plus minutes and it never reaches first crack. And that is the common way. So it's kind of a lower temp. It doesn't raise the temp and it's roasted for a long period of time, which is almost the exact opposite of what we're used to in specialty coffee as we know it, which is high temp and quick. Square Mile the other day, James Hoffman, not Freeman. Jim 7, they put a post out there that said that their average filter roast is like 7.5 minutes, which I'm like, wow, that is fast.
Blazing.
That's moving. So this method, and I sent him a message, and I said, wow, that's interesting. It's the opposite of what we're used to. And he says, yeah, all families in the Gulf drink it this way at home. And they also mix it with cardamom, ginger, and other spices. He went on to say it's not his favorite drink.
I like ginger.
But he enjoys seeing how coffee is enjoyed throughout the world and in different cultures. He also mentioned that at home, many people roast very similarly with a plate-style roaster. So like, a hot plate that they probably hold over some heat or a flame and just shake and move it and roast their own coffee. It's kind of a daily ritual routine, part of their custom, their culture. And I just thought that was neat. It just goes to show you that it's so much more than always chasing the perfect cup, right? When it becomes part of culture, it becomes part of your routine, part of what you do, part of what you pass on to your kids or your family, your friends. So he said, and in many maybe Middle Eastern countries throughout the world, this is a very common method of roasting. So anyway, maybe we should try it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to try.
I think,
experience it.
We've talked about that before where we want to provide in a cafe environment, come in,
An experience.
roast,
Yeah.
grind, drink right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like take them through the roasting process, teach roasting, teach home roasting. You know what I mean? We want a whole lab that's not just come in and look at our roaster, which is cool. But what about if you could come in and roast it yourself, or somebody roasts it on an open fire right in front of you or something? It's just something cool.
Just something
Like Benihana
exactly.
style. Not every restaurant cooks your food right in front of you.
No.
Not every restaurant does that.
No.
But your coffee could be. Your coffee could be roasted right in front of you. You could be eating dessert, drinking coffee, doing latte art, whatever. We could get it going, and then we can do other stuff.
I think that would be pretty
Go
neat.
taste experience.
You roast a coffee, you drink it fresh, which we know, right? You're not going to get the flavors out of it that you would, but that's not the point.
That's not the point.
The point is this experience is super, and then you take home what you just roasted and experience it the next day and the next day and the next day. And you say, I roasted this.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Yeah. It's about the experience.
Yeah.
It's about the experience.
Which absolutely flavors and enjoyment of the coffee come into play. But it's not always that is the single most important thing at the expense of the experience.
At the expense of the experience. That's exactly what I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You send me hate mail.
Me?
Jacob at OrangeCactusCoffee.com.
I got your email.
Not you.
No.
You. Is not rushing through the day, foregoing experiences and ceremony, isn't that the problem? Don't we need less of rushing and more of slowing down and enjoying? Can you not look to your own experience and say, I think I need to slow down a little more. I'm spending too much time. I'm rolling out of bed. I'm running to get dressed. I'm jumping into the car. I'm racing to work. I'm racing to my break. I'm racing to lunch. I'm racing back from work or back from lunch. I'm eating in the bathroom.
Yeah. Chomping the apple.
I'm talking. I'm having a meeting while I'm deucing, trying to have a little business meeting in there. No, you need less of that. Less of that.
I think oftentimes, too, we look for ways to support that lifestyle. Like new tech, new devices, new hacks to our life to just make it easier. And it's not improving our life like we think.
No. Say no to that. Slow down. You need something tactile, something that you do with your hands where you craft yourself and others a special coffee experience.
Special.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
I like it.
Now, the perfect daily grind. I read this.
PDG?
I read this and
PDG?
I disagree. Let me just say that I disagree. Link in the show notes.
Interesting.
The word convenience rarely comes to mind when you think of third wave coffee. I think waves is unnecessary anyways.
You don't like waves.
I don't like the waves.
You don't like
I don't like the waves.
Not many like the waves. Waves are confusing.
Waves are confusing.
What is third wave?
Yeah. I think it's a cheap way to, well, it's not a cheap way. It's an easy way to establish the context for the article, but
he doesn't know what third wave means. Sit down. Let's have a flat white and discuss it, right?
Origin, roast profile, extraction, sustainability. These are the things you're more likely to think of. And so capsule coffee, which normally also has a high environmental impact, is often treated with disdain by the third wave.
Ooh.
Not necessarily.
Capsule.
I don't disdain people using the Keurig. But as more and more consumers turn to user-friendly pods, specialty coffee and capsule technology may need to find a way to overcome this difference. Refusing to do so could represent missed market opportunities. I've got a lot to say. The article goes on. I'll throw a link to it in the show notes, but I disagree with lots of it. Just about everything. The conclusion, I think, no, go in the other direction. We should be going more in the other direction. That's what I think.
So capsule-less.
Capsule-less. Less of that. Refusing to do so could represent missed market opportunities. That's okay. It's okay to miss market opportunities. You don't have to sell your soul in order to sell more stuff. You don't have to.
Well, maybe.
You don't have to.
But it might not be good for your soul.
Okay, let me rephrase. You could absolutely sell your soul to make more money.
Yes.
But it might not be worth the trade-off.
We would say reconsider.
Right.
Because your soul is worth more than that.
More consumers turn to user-friendly pods. That could be the problem that we need to address. Not the fact that we need to take our coffee, kill it, throw it in little packets, and then ship them all over the world to sit for months and months and months until somebody finally comes to use it.
Because here's what happens, right?
Instead, what we should be encouraging is for people to slow down and enjoy the coffee making experience, to own the coffee making experience, to take that small portion of time before you go off to work and make it your own.
Yeah.
Not to be standing there tapping your foot while you're waiting for the boiler to heat up, being like, oh, this Keurig is taking forever.
Gotta go.
That's the problem. You gotta go, gotta roll, gotta flow, gotta rock shows too much. It's time to slow down. It's time to craft something for yourself and for your loved ones. It's time to serve and delight them. It's time to say no to the outside distractions. It's time to say no to, ease of coffee preparation. It's time to focus a little bit more on the experience itself. On doing it, on building it, on roasting and brewing and quality and craft. That's where you need to spend most of your time. I would rather spend my time trying to promote and build that amongst coffee drinkers than I would be trying to find new ways to put, specialty coffee and merge them with an espresso or Keurig technology.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Gives me a couple thoughts. One is, I think you should ask yourself, why? Why am I rushing? Because there are times when something needs to be convenient.
Yes.
We're not discrediting. There's some great new instant coffee. Suddenly.
And
Voila. And
voila.
There's another one. There's a few of them
Joe?
that have their place.
Is it Joe's? Something like that. I thought it was a name like that. I can't remember. Whatever. Who cares? But yes,
but
they have
their place. That's because it supports your why. So what is your why? Why am I doing this? Why am I rushing? Is there a reason to it that you should sacrifice having that little moment, that experience, that thing that sets the tone for your day? You know, maybe it goes along with your morning devotion or your prayer time or whatever it is.
Or as Hal Elrod says, the morning miracle or something along those lines. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
totally
that's great. No, that's all I'm saying is there's a why. And then I think the other element to that, and this is for the production side.
I like that though. Set the tone for your day. That's great, Mike. Go ahead. Keep going.
The production side, the business side of it is most people want to enjoy what they do. And I think a lot of us are drawn to coffee and roasting coffee, selling coffee, opening a cafe because we find the enjoyment in serving, others. And I think
to make a buck.
Well,
not because it was the easiest.
You have to be sustainable.
Not the easiest way to make money.
It's not the easiest.
This is not the easiest way to make
money.
Coffee
Absolutely
is
not. So if you start looking at it like, well, how can I increase my profit? Yes, go to the capsules, start roasting lower grade coffee, pre-grind it, put it in a capsule. I think over time, it might not be your only source of revenue, so maybe not. But over time, that's not going to excite you. That's not why you got into the business, is to deliver a product just to make money. And I think in a sense, you'll find it yourself a little soulless. You're not excited. And by that, I mean, you're not animated to get up and do this business that you once enjoyed.
But if Jab and Nestle give us $1 million payouts, probably good to go.
Long-term goal.
Then I can sit around
There's nothing wrong with
make
that.
fancy AeroPresses to my heart's content.
I'm saying just consider. In the moment, it seems like, oh, this will be good. We'll have more money. But then 5-10 years later, are you doing what you wanted to do? Did you start it to make all this money? If so, great. More power to you. You do you. But I think a lot of us are drawn to this because we enjoy it. And we want others to enjoy it. And we want to enjoy what we do each and every single day.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Anyway.
And so this is, of course, let me just say, was written by Monica Contreras. I didn't give her props in the beginning. And it was an opinion piece, whether it's what she believes or not, I don't know, but she wrote it, as trying to convince us otherwise. So that's why I responded in like turn. But here's the thing. The second thing that I wanted to talk about. It is often treated with disdain. Capsule coffee, higher environmental impact, is often treated with disdain by the third wave. Well, first of all, I'm not the third wave.
You're the fourth wave, buddy.
I'm the fourth wave and the fifth wave and the 10th wave. Anyways, I don't treat people with disdain. I don't treat the Keurig with disdain.
You drink your coffee how? Leave my presence.
Know what a flat white is?
Leave my presence.
No.
I can't even right now.
I just know that there is something better out there. Mm-hmm. And I want to share it with people.
Yeah.
I don't look down on them. Because I was once where you are.
Remember your former self.
Yes.
Were you not?
Yes. Were you not such as these?
Exactly. That's funny. But see, among that, too, is you can't force people. You can't say, this is better, so do it.
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You can only inspire and show and lead and help and love. And
there's plenty
if they want to come along,
there's plenty of ground-up cat gravel providers out there. You know what I mean? They say, well, hey, people are going to be doing that anyways. People are going to be using the Keurig machine. Yes. Yeah. Why should they not be using Orange Cactus Coffee? Because that's not us. It's not what we do. It's not what we do. It's what they do.
Yeah.
You do you. There's plenty of dead coffee floating around that you can buy.
There's a lot.
You can go to Costco. You can get your whatevers.
I think, who is it?
You don't need what
Green
we got.
Mountain.
Green Mountain Keurig.
They own Keurig. They just bought somebody else.
No, they were bought. Recently.
Were they bought?
Yeah, they've been bought.
It was a big acquisition.
Yeah, that was a different one. That was recent.
I thought Green Mountain.
I slung it out there on the Facebook.
You put it on the Facebook?
I put it on the Facebook.
What did you put on the Facebook?
Well, anytime there's a big sale, I throw it out there on the Facebook. I throw it out there because look, the billionaires are buying up the millionaires, are buying up the 100,000aires.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going on in coffee right now. Like there is no easy way to make money, but you can still make plenty of money in coffee.
Green Mountain.
And
Yum.
yeah,
That's a different.
if you want to sell your soul, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. You can always find a buyer.
You can.
You can always find a buyer.
So anyway.
But I don't want you. I don't want you to buy my soul. I don't want to sell my soul. I want you to have
here
a
it is.
fantastic coffee experience.
Here at Green Mountain reached a $13.9 billion deal on Monday to be acquired by an investment group led by Jab Holdings.
That's the one I slung out there. Yeah.
Wow, $13.9
Jab.
billion.
They're trying to compete with Nestle. After Nestle made that
this is getting
big buy,
good.
they were like, gotta go.
Let them shoot their
Keurig
capsules at each other.
Keurig Green Mountain is like 1.7 billion a year or something like that.
In revenue?
In revenue. Wow. Something like that.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Jake,
It's all good
you
stuff.
know, now that I'm reading this,
Now you want to do K-Cups?
I feel different about capsules.
You feel different about capsules?
I get a warm, it gives me the honey glows.
It gives you the honey glows? You're tired of pursuing poverty? It's
Something awful.
No, sorry, buddy. No, you're going to keep selling whole bean coffee that people look at you like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I've got so much money to spend. I don't have time to make coffee. I need a capsule,
Yeah,
right? Just boom, put it in.
I guess.
So totally redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so good point. Good point. Let us know what you think. Do you find room? Do you like the capsules? Or do you think that maybe you do need to slow down? Or maybe you ain't got time to slow down.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for
I
that.
still make time for coffee in the morning.
Yeah. It's a nice add to your daily routine.
So, last thing I want to talk about,
Lastly,
I want to flesh it. We're going to flesh it out on the air. I've been trying to write a coffee manifesto.
what is a manifesto?
A statement of beliefs, a line in the sand that you draw to let the world know where you stand.
Oh.
And as I was sitting here, as I started writing it, I was like, man, this is not a good manifesto. I need to start over. I was only like 2,500 words in, but
That's a lot.
I'm writing thousands of words here.
That's a lot.
And then Mikey, yesterday, we were talking, and he says that many of you have seen the video by the Navy SEAL Admiral, where he talks about making your bed in the morning.
Wasn't it a speech at a graduation?
Speech at a graduation. And he said, the first thing you do is you make your bed. That's it. And that's kind of, get you up and get you going. They had like millions of views, super exciting. Everybody's motivated.
The secret to a successful day.
Yes, I can just make my bed. And then Mikey, being the brilliant man that he is, I'm just like, okay, I just make my side of the bed and I'm good. But Mike is like, I can't make my bed. There's still another human in my bed. There's somebody else in my bed. And that got me thinking something fierce. I don't normally spend a lot of time. I'm not one of the world's great thinkers. But that one got me thinking. That one got me thinking. Is that...
Reminds me of another movie.
No more movie quotes. But you're right. I get up and I make myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
To start my day.
Yeah.
But I get to serve and delight someone else every day to get her out of bed.
Yeah.
Eventually. I mean, it's not like right next. It's not right away.
At the same time.
Not at the same time.
Not at 5.
Not even close.
Not at 5 a.m. like you.
Not even close.
Not at 6 a.m.
That's all right, though. But when it happens, I get the opportunity to serve and delight someone.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That is rewarding. That is fulfilling. And as I'm sitting here trying to think of the line in the sand that we want to draw, I keep coming back to that.
Yeah.
That I really enjoy serving others. And I think that's where the majority of our fulfillment in life comes from. Not seeking after necessarily our own pleasures and desires, even though making my own bed leaves me with a tremendous sense of satisfaction.
Side of the bed. My side's made.
My side is made.
So put your side.
I even put the throw pillow, right? I mean, let's just be real. Let's be real, right? So the missus makes the bed, and she puts all these pillows on it. That's what ladies do. They throw a bunch of pillows on there. They're decorative pillows.
Yeah.
You're not going to use those pillows. You're not laying on those pillows. You ain't sleeping on those pillows. Instead, those pillows get set on the floor while you climb into bed, and then you sleep, and then you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to make the bed, and then you're supposed to pick those pillows back up and put them back on the bed.
There's the occasional nap, though, where you get to utilize that, and you feel like you're doing something wrong. Like when you just come, you
have a guilty conscience to go with it.
And like laying on the throw pillow. Like this
You're not supposed to.
I know, but
you're like the dog that's on the bed or
I'm
on the couch.
I'm not supposed to be
that's not
napping right now.
Yeah,
So why is it even
supposed to be there?
Supposed to be out mowing the lawn, but
Yeah.
I'm taking a nap on
So
this throw pillow.
I think I'm just viewing it from a different view. I guess you got me switching my perspective, and I wanted to know if you would share kind of what the thought process that you had from that.
What I was, yeah.
What were you thinking? What did you tell me yesterday?
I told you, for me, I see it as, well, you can't truly, was it funny?
Oh, that was locked up. It was locked up. You know, like sometimes it wants to pop, and then sometimes it doesn't pop, and then it moves, and then
in between pop.
in between pops.
Yeah, tweener pops.
Oh, yeah. I had a tweener pop in the funny bone. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, sorry. Tweener pop in the elbow is gone.
Yeah, so for me, I was just thinking, I can't make the bed. I can make my side, but that's weird. Who does that?
Me.
You can't actually make the bed. You can't, do it up. You got someone.
You can't accomplish that.
So what would be my morning, thing to check off, to start my day off saying I've accomplished the first task and what's next? And for me, that was making the cup of coffee. That is probably, yes, there's the hygiene items. There's, most people hit the restroom.
I don't know if we need to go there.
I know. I'm just saying.
We spent way too much time there last time.
I'm trying to keep it real.
Etiquette.
Do
we need to go to the at-home etiquette?
I'm not like you, Chris. Chris, I know you've told us you literally roll out of bed and the very first thing you do is hit that coffee pot, right? I remember it. I remember the story. Most at least hit the restroom, maybe get dressed.
The door open or door closed on the throne room?
With the coffee pot?
No.
What are you talking about?
The coffee pot doesn't have the throne room.
What are we talking about?
Well, when you hit the restroom, do you leave the door open or closed?
You have to close it. Someone's sleeping. You have to be respectful.
I just wanted to check.
Or you go use the one downstairs to be even more respectful.
Yeah.
But the first thing that you check off, that is something you actually want to do for yourself. A lot of it is reactionary. You got to do this because, I don't know, you have to.
Yeah.
Your body's telling you to. Or your job tells you have to wear pants. So you got to put them on.
Yeah.
But nobody tells you have to drink coffee. You do it for yourself.
That's right.
And so to me, I was like, this is the reason I choose to not make my bed. And in its place, I make my coffee. And it's not a capsule. It's not just a machine that does it for me. It's heating up the water, grinding it. I grind by hand just because, the Lido is a great grinder. It's easy to do, but that's also become part of it. I've thought to myself, I'd like to get
a flex. Do you flex? A little bit. Like, I'm flexing these biceps. Flexing these biceps while I'm working this Lido out. A little bit?
Not really.
A little bit? Just checking.
Oh, creep status 10 there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Back it off. I know I thought it'd be nice to get maybe a nice grinder, electric grinder, but then I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I would enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
I know, but...
You already have a nice electric grinder.
Well, I've got the Bratza Encore, which is nice.
It's decent.
But it's not Lido nice.
It's not decent, but it's nice.
It's not Lido nice.
It ain't Lido 3 nice.
So you make it, but yeah, I do the same thing. Sometimes it's at the same time or a couple hours later, whatever. I make another one for someone else.
Yeah, for somebody else.
And it's become routine, and it's like when it doesn't happen, your day feels off. And not that should dictate like everything you do. I'm also, right, to balance this out, some people rely upon certain things in order to be who they think they should be or need to be. And you got to be careful with that, right? I didn't get whatever.
So I don't have to wear pants to work.
So I have an excuse to be mean today or rude or not nice.
Oh, yeah. Or I haven't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, exactly. The Beatitudes ain't happening today because I didn't have my coffee. You know what I mean? Like, that's not ever
acceptable.
A place you want to be.
Put your pants on.
Those are just days you probably have to work a little harder because your routine's been thrown off. And you just need to be conscious of that and make the appropriate adjustments.
Yeah.
One is just hurry up and go make that coffee, right? Pop that capsule in and get
Pop
it
that K-cup in there. Let's get this show on the road.
I know, we're full of contradictions.
No, I don't have a K-cup. I don't have a Keurig.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, you've got the Folgers Instant. Mix it up.
Well, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
There you go.
All right, cool. Would love to know your feedback. What is your morning ceremony like? Is it important to you? Do you think we should offer, not we, like Orange Cactus Coffee, because that ain't going to happen.
I would.
But craft coffee, should they be trying to find ways to make, Nespresso pods and K-cups?
I do think companies like Blue Bottle can actually do it at a quality standard, right? That would make it.
Yeah, they've got like inside their spaceship.
Hermetically. oxygen-free zone, right? That's what they're looking at doing, I
I think it's a hermeneutically sealed.
Hermeneutically? Oh, all right. Well, good. So it means that they have sound practices and that they're adhering to, all the right standards and precepts
Sound
set
doctrine.
forth.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Nailed it. So if they do it,
Yeah.
I'm on board. Wait.
The pre-ground stuff.
The pre-ground. There could be a right way to do it for those that still need, like hotels, camping, traveling.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It will be expensive because their perfectly ground packs are not cheap. Good, but not cheap.
Sudden's not cheap either.
No. It's cheaper. They're doing better.
No.
But it ain't cheap. And it shouldn't be because the technology involved in the process.
Yeah.
Anyway, should have ended this.
Yeah, end it.
Still going. No, I started. Or did you start? We started. Mike's hour is now concluded. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. Jake will be back next week with some DRs and part of the big show and maybe even a Bruin review. We'll see how it goes. Until next time, I think we're just about out of coffee.
Thank you so much for listening. As always, you can catch the show notes at orangecactuscoffee.com/episode 121, and we will catch you next time.